Hey guys, so I am attempting something very scary today. I'm attempting to make legume. So don't come for me, Haitian people. Y'all don't come for me. This is probably like I want to say like my second or third time making it. So I'm not following any specific recipe. I'm just making it as I think it should go. So do not come for me. So I have my black beans going, and it's been going for a while, so it's almost done. I forgot how many ingredients Haitian legume call for, so it's a lot. So I got the beef neck bones. Um, I really just picked up whatever meat I thought was right. Okay, so I really don't even remember what kind of meat. I know it's beef and whatever other. Some people add pork, some people add chicken, but I am about to go down the list of all the all the ingredients. It was so many stuff, and I don't make it a lot, so it's not like I had some of the stuff. I literally had to go buy everything. I don't even know what I was thinking. Halfway through it, I was like, "Oh my god, this is taking so long." It took me like 4 hours to make this. But anyway, boneless stew meat. I had all kinds of stuff. I ended up not using this because I felt like I had too much meat. It was just a lot of I know it calls for a lot of meat, but I kind of like it more vegetably. I know that's not a word. More than you know, than loaded with all type of meat. Then I had some chicken backbones. I I don't know. I felt like I needed that. And right, I remember a lot of people add backbones or some sort of, bones in it. For some reason, I felt like I needed that in my ingredients. Anyhow, so we got cabbage, tomatoes, we got garlic and stuff to make my apis. Then we have carrots and scallions or green peppers, whatever you call it. We have oh yeah, I added beef oxtail, you guys. I felt like I needed some fatty oxtail in there. I don't even think that's part of the Haitian recipe, but again, listen, we're not at the end yet, but I'm gonna tell you, it came out so good. I was winging it, okay? I was winging it. And we got my black beans. Oh yeah, by the way, guess what I added in the black beans? Um, Smoked turkey wings. But anyway, so I had plantains that I was gonna fry, but I ended up not making it. But we got the eggplants and the green beans, and the militon. I don't know how to say militon in English. Sorry, I don't know what they call that. And of course, my big old Haitian pot. That's the biggest I have. It ended up being too small, but that's all I had. It's Maverick coming asking me for something. I think he was looking for his dad. That's where this boy's obsessed with his father. Like, where did daddy go? Then I had spinach. I used up one bag. I felt like it was a lot. Then, of course, as we all know, by the time I put it in there, it ended up being not being enough. But it was too late anyway. So I'm all right. So here's the thing, right? The prepping is the worst part of this dish. You have to do a lot of prepping. So I have my cabbage going. I am gonna peel my eggplant. Um, yeah. So basically, the first part of this, you have to put everything in the pot. I mean, those three main items: the cabbage, the eggplant, and the milito. I really gotta look up the name for this, the American name for this right here. So you put your milito, your cabbage, and your eggplant, and in a pot. I put very little water. I remember my grandma saying that you didn't have to add too much water because the cabbage and the eggplants are gonna release a lot of liquids. So you just gotta put it on medium low fire, cover it up, like really, really like cover it up, seal it shut, and then let it cook. But anyway, I am peeling my eggplants. I don't know about you, but when I'm cooking, I usually have a trash bag on my counter because my old house, I had literally had them when I renovated my kitchen. I had them build the trash can like literally between the stove and in the sink. So that way it was like right in front of me. I would literally just pull the drawer open, put my trash in there as I'm standing in front of the stuff. But this is a rental house. Um, you know, If you know from following me that I have, this is Airbnb, so I just sold my house 2 months ago. So none of this stuff in this house is mine, but we're making do. But anyway, so we're going to put everything in to cook, the vegetables in to cook. I got my eggplants in there already, the cabbage and the milito. Um, Adding more eggplants. Oh my god, it's like the best thing to have that trash can right there. It's the best, the best, the best idea. All right, and don't hate on my knife skills. I'm Haitian, okay? We don't do that potato peeler stuff. I really cannot use that peeler, guys. I grew up doing this right here. This is much faster to me and much more effective. Like I would use a potato peeler and feel like it takes so long. I use it. I just feel like it takes so long. And it doesn't come natural to me. This right here is my grandma passed this skill, down to me. It takes skills, man. It takes skills. Look at that. But anyway, so once I have everything in the pot, we're really gonna seal it and let it cook. Then while that's cooking and the beans are cooking, then you focus on cleaning the meat and seasoning it and all that good stuff. I'm telling you, this stuff takes so much prepping. It's not even funny. I had music going. My husband was in the background playing with the kids. So I was really entertained. But I promise you, if I was home alone doing this, I would have been like, man, forget this. I forgot how much prepping, how much work. But it was nice to be able to cook that for him. He's a truck driver, so when he comes home on the weekend, I like to make sure at least we have some good food. Some authentic, something from our culture. My husband is true Haitian. He loves some good Haitian food, so. But anyway, that's my oxtail and all that good stuff. So this is, at that point, I stopped to tell him, like, listen, I don't know why you got these kids watching the scary stuff, but he wanted them to watch classic. My husband is a big fan of like old school stuff. He wanted the kids to watch the classic movies. But I'm like, babe, they're too young. If they have nightmares, that's on you. But anyway, and that's not always. He really just have them watch it for like a few seconds. So now I'm making my epice, another time consuming thing. So I had to cut up all the green peppers, cut up all peel the garlic and all that stuff and blend it up to make my epice. I was literally showing you guys the time because I started at 1 and I didn't even finish till like 4 or 5. But I like my epice super garlicky, so I put a lot of garlic, and I cook with a lot of garlic naturally anyway. And so it's up to you how you make your epice. But here's my smoked turkey. It's really half a wing. I don't like it to be too strong because that smoke flavor sometimes be just too much. And this is me finishing up my epice and I'm just adding random stuff. I don't have a recipe, so don't come for me, Haitian people. Like I'm telling you, I swear, I promise you, I'm afraid people are gonna get on this and be like, so Haitian people are the worst. We swear each of our recipes are the best. And I don't even know why they be acting like that. We don't have no recipe. You just throw together what you know. Like the real Haitian women that know how to cook don't use no damn recipe. But anyway, I'm not saying I'm a pro. I just throw things together. But I'm just saying those who are pros still don't use recipes. But anyway, I like to put sweet peppers in my epice. I've seen that done before. It's a personal preference. And yeah, I added a whole green pepper in there. I usually put a red pepper too. But this epice was so bootleg anyway. That's not usually how I make it, but that's all I had. That's me trying to clean up. It's cute. I look a hot mess. It's a Saturday at home cleaning for my family. This is not look cute video, okay? So I like to make sure I'm cleaning as I'm cooking. It's a thing. Most people do, right? I don't think it's And as you can see back there, I got aluminum foil on my vegetables because you got to seal it and let it steam cook and all that good stuff because you're going to smash it. If you know anything about legume, you got to mash it up and smash it. All right, so you guys, this is me. The struggle is real, right? Like I said, this is not my house. All the appliances and all the utensils and all the stuff in this house, they're not mine. So all I had was this little tiny strainer to make sauce pois. And if you know about making sauce pois, this is like it was not easy, man. It was a lot of work. But anyway, so my meat was all seasoned, and I like to season my meat separately. Like my chicken would be by itself and the beef by itself. Um, for some reason, I think it's just, I don't know, safer, healthier, not healthier, but what am I trying to say? It's just, I don't know, better that way. But so that's all the vegetables right here. So you're gonna mush that up. I had no pilon, so I had to mash it up by hand with my spoon. My sauce bar is almost ready. So I blended it up and pureed it, and added my seasoning. So right now it's just a matter of waiting for it to reduce. And I got my water going in the back for my white rice. And then so here's the thing, right? I forgot I did not have the cover to my pressure cooker. Again, I'm not in my house. A lot of my stuff is in storage. So I had to put the meat in a pot to let it cook. I promise you it took like 2 hours. In the meantime, I grabbed some wine and just went and sat down to chill for a second. My feet were killing me and I was over this dish, man. It was taking too long. Like my pressure cooker would have had that stuff done in like 20 minutes. But in the meantime, my husband had put the kids down for a nap. Maverick was knocked out. Zizi was laying there talking to herself. I was catching up on Harlem. I love this show. I love it. So I was catching up. He put it on for me and was like, "You're gonna love this. Your show is back." I didn't even know they were back with season 3. So anyway, so I forgot to record, and when I got back, of course, my rice was ready. My beans were nicely reduced, nice and creamy and delicious. The smoke flavor in it was just perfect, just enough. And the meat was still cooking 2 hours later. Like that stuff took forever. It's not took forever, but it smelled so good. My A piece was right on. It smelled so good. By the time oh yeah, and I did that too. I mashed up all the vegetables. But we were still waiting on this. This is me covering my vegetables because I realized I left it uncovered, and I'm pretty sure the meat took much longer. And ta-da! Finally, 2 hours later, it was fully cooked and falling off the bones. And I'm doing the traditional baivian coulé in my tomato paste, and there you go. I let that simmer and cook up in my tomato paste, and it smelled so good. The house was smelling so good at this point. My teenage son kept coming down like, "Is the food ready?" But everything was like falling off the bones. It smelled good. It's almost 5 o'clock, you guys. Like, I'm telling you, this was the longest dish ever. Don't make this if you don't feel like taking the time to do it, because it really takes a long time. But it's worth the wait. It was definitely worth the wait. So, of course, once the meat was ready, I poured the vegetables in, and I like my onions kind of raw. I don't like it too cooked, so I put them in last. I don't know. And like I told you, look at that. I got like 10 strings of spinach in there. I put a whole bag, son. It was a whole bag of spinach. Why is it only like 10 strings, and. But anyway, so it's done. I like my carrots kind of crispy and crunchy in my legume, and I like my onions crispy and crunchy. I make it the way I like it. So I added the carrots and the onions last. Pretty much it was ready. Pretty much ready. And then I was letting everybody know food was ready, letting everything cool down. But that's me coming back a little bit later, because you want your legume to simmer and let all the flavors come together, right? So I kind of did that too. I did that and let everything simmer, and it was starting to burn at the bottom, right? It looks a little liquidy because it was covered, so it was falling all over my stove, which I don't like because I like to keep my stuff clean when I'm cooking. So that's me attempting to clean it and try to burn my fingers in the process. So I was like, you know what? Never mind. We're just going to wait till later. But yeah, it looks good. It smelled so good. It tasted like something I would buy from a Haitian restaurant. I've had worse legume, by the way. Somebody come to me. If somebody come for me on these comments about this legume right here, I'm definitely gonna let them know. I've had worse at restaurants. I've had terrible legume at some restaurants. I hate when they make that white legume like with no color and you know, I don't know. I've had terrible legume. This right here was like a straight 9 out of 10. I'll give myself a 9 out of 10, okay? But anyway, it was really good making this. I think it was such a great day. We had music going. My husband and I, we cleaned up the house earlier that day. The fact that he was home and able to, he didn't have nothing else to run around and do. We were really like having a full morning, full day together. And the kids were running around. My son was upstairs playing video games and shouting and screaming. And that's the sound of a happy home. And then ta-da, there you go. Okay, my daughter, she's like a savage when it comes to rice. All she wants to eat is rice. All she wants to eat is rice. And then this guy right here, let me tell you, he was so hungry. So when he got to it, he just attacked it. I ended up not giving him the legume because he doesn't really like spicy stuff, and it kind of had a kick to it. Somehow I forgot to take out the yep, I forgot to take out the pepper, so it was a little spicy. It wasn't too much. It actually just had a kick to it. But anyway, this is the end of the video. My family enjoyed it. My teenage son had like 2 plates. He came down between games, and then later that night he had another plate. My husband had a great nice meal, and he was able to take home some on the road. And that